blanche guirlande verte, ton souvenir jamais ne nous lâche. En chevauchant vers notre fête, il nous guette.
That's enough singing. Follow me.
But, Colonel, this is Apache Canyon here. We'd better take the detour.
Listen, Mr. Smith, you take care of the supply wagon. I'm in charge here. Yeah! Follow me!
Stubborn as a mule. Or a colonel.
Well, where are they?
Well, an owl hooting in the daytime.
Watch out!
Form a circle!
A circle in a canyon?
We're trapped in here!
Oh, I guess he deserves to be the star of the show.
Everyone against the wall!
When it comes down this hard, it doesn't last too long. You see, it's over already.
All right, clear the passage. Go on, double time!
Does this happen often?
No, just when we try to go through the canyon. The only consolation is that the Indians have to lift up all the rocks for the next ambush.
C.D. Romano's warpath strategy sure is a strange one.
Oh, Garrison, prepare to ride. We're going on a punitive expedition.
You don't mean that, Colonel, do you?
C.D. Romano will think twice about making punitive expeditions once our punitive expedition is over. Is that clear, Mr. Smith?
Now cut that out. My name's not Smith, it's Lucky Luke. I was commissioned by Washington to find out why the Apaches are still on the warpath. I hope that's clear too, Colonel O'Nolan.
I see. Why don't we discuss this in my tent, sir? As soon as they've put it up again, of course.
Huh?
It's a trick the Colonel learned from C.D. Romano. Bury everything before you leave the fort. You cut your losses that way.
Yeah, good idea. But if I were you, I'd leave everything buried until this war was over.
He's got a point there, doesn't he?
Come in, Mr. Luke, come in. So Washington has sent me the famous Lucky Luke. I asked for more men and equipment, and they send you.
We're at peace with the Indians everywhere in the West except here, even with Cochise. Why are you having so much trouble with C.D. Romano?
He's a Apache, and the Apaches never accepted defeat, and they don't believe in peace treaties. Here, look at this. As soon as he sees us coming, he and his tribe cross the Rio Grande and take refuge in Mexico.
I'd do the same thing, wouldn't you?
Someday I'll catch him before he reaches Mexico, and our troubles will be all over.
I'll go and have a friendly talk with him and try and find out why he's still at war with us.
A friendly talk with him? I think I better start ordering some flowers for your grave.
That's mighty nice of you. But save your money, Colonel. I'll be around for a while yet. Apache Canyon seems like the best place for a first meeting. So what do you think, Jolly?
You're supposed to do all the thinking. I'm just a loyal horse, remember?
Paleface not welcome.
How? I'm Lucky Luke, and I come to talk peace with you, great chief.
After him.
You sure got a strange way, Chief, of discussing peace.
Chief will show you why, cowboy.
Guards, return to Big Rock. All other Braves go back to camp.
Better get ready for Rocky 2.
Look, cowboy, at what we suffer at your hands. Once again, they burn our camp, and Paleface wants to talk peace?
I had nothing to do with this, Chief. I came with a message from my government. You gotta listen, C.D. Romano.
Ah, Paleface speak with forked tongue. You must pay for them. Take him away.
It's usually at this point in the story that a cowboy needs his horse.
Jolly, run for it!
You will find our torture very sweet. A honey of a punishment. Coyotito, leave some honey for the ants.
No, go on, kid. It's good for you. Eat it all up.
Come, my son. Leave honey to fork-tongued Paleface.
We'll meet again. You gotta listen to me, C.D. Romano.
Why don't you speak of peace to vultures? Farewell, Paleface.
Time to hightail it out of here.
Oh, we make a lot of sacrifices to be the hero's horse.
Hurry up before I get ants in my pants. Okay, untie me first. Yee-haw! Yee-haw!
You? Alive?
No thanks to you. I almost got eaten up alive on account of your stupid attacks. And it won't be easy to win the Chief's confidence back now.
It was a justified, punitive expedition, you hear?
Yeah, I hear you all right. Now listen, I got a peace mission to carry out, whether you like it or not.
Maybe this will help you understand a little better. My son, Arnold. Chief Porkchop kidnapped him when he was a child.
Why take it out on C.D. Romano?
Because C.D. Romano is Porkchop's son. Porkchop disappeared a long time ago, before I could capture him. But I've sworn to get his son, at least.
Well, your son could still be alive, Colonel. The Indians sometimes capture white children and raise them like their own kids.
Those are just old wives' tales.
Nah, let me try to convince you.
This Lucky Luke, he don't seem to ever give up.
Sure looks like it, but I'd still put my money on the Colonel.
Arrest this man. He's a traitor. He's working for C.D. Romano.
Huh?
Ah!
Oh!
Don't let him get away! Don't shoot! I want him alive!
The Colonel wants him alive. What are you, deaf?
Well, there he goes. He's my only hope.
Mexico, Jolly. What are you waiting for?
I much prefer a boat.
I sure hope C.D. Romano's scouts have spotted us.
Oh no, we're crossing the river.
Back from Paleface's happy hunting ground to frighten Chief?
I'm not a ghost, but I can run faster than an ant can crawl.
The spell medicine man casting will make you go up in cloud of smoke.
It tickles some, but that's about all.
Bite his hand.
Which one? The left hand or the right?
The right? Ow!
Well, is he phantom or not?
Definitely not, Chief. Ugh.
I'm your friend. I left Fort Canyon to warn you and your tribe to stay away from your camp. The soldiers are waiting for you.
Ah, maybe Lucky Luke speaks with two tongues, one forked for lies, the other for truth.
Why are the Apaches still on the warpath against the Colonel? The peace treaty was signed ages ago.
Colonel refuses to live up to peace treaty.
The chief's right, too. I've got to gain the Indians' confidence so I can find out what happened to Colonel O'Nolan's son.
Talking to yourself, Double Tongue?
Spying on me, Coyotito?
Yep. You wasted good honey, now it's all gone. Coyotito wanted to eat it all instead of leaving it for the ants.
And what if I escaped across the river? I reckon you can't swim, Coyotito.
Coyotito can't swim? Just watch. Coyotito, not afraid. Oh, not afraid.
You got a lot of courage, Coyotito.
Come, my son. Come.
You shouldn't leave him alone near the water, ma'am. He almost drowned.
Double Tongue's big liar. Double Tongue's big liar. I hate him.
Chief's son saved by Lucky Luke.
Glad to be a help.
He could become a brave Apache.
It's possible. Only no paleface has ever survived our initiation ritual. Yeah.
Laugh again and I'll scalp you.
True warrior hunts wild game without weapon. Bring back dinner.
Yuck! You expect them to swallow that thing?
Well done, Paleface. Time now for second test. Hand-to-hand combat with our best warrior.
Do I get a weapon this time?
Of course.
Oh, thanks, Chief. This is going to be a lot of help.
Double Tongue, a little frightened?
Here, make a little music.
Blindfolded horse test.
Nice and slow. Easy. You can do it.
Blind warrior this time.
Nice and slow, cowboy. You can do it.
Animal taming.
So long, cowboy.
Huh?
Last test resistance to fire.
The left or the right?
Better call the fireman.
What?
Better do what I said. Your britches are burning.
Lucky Luke, a cowboy, and the first paleface to pass Apache initiation. He's a very brave.
It takes two to tango.
It sure does. I wouldn't have made it without you.
Now we call him Jolly Jumbo. Much better name.
Jolly Jumbo? You must be kidding.
By the way, how's your father, Big Chief Porkchop?
Big Chief Porkchop left long time ago.
I heard tell he brought up a young paleface once.
Must be in happy hunting ground with ancestors. Lucky Luke. Enough talk for Big Chief this morning.
I got a better idea. Throw the rock down.
Lucky Luke, Chief happy with you. Idea for rocks, very clever.
Now I'm off to Albuquerque to find out when the next convoy's leaving Fort Canyon.
Lucky Luke, great warrior, the best.
But he has the heart of a white man. He cannot be trusted, Coyotito.
Take a walk, Jolly. I'll be right back. 10 minutes.
Great, I'll go kick up my heels at the watering hole.
Uh-oh. The men with the flowers on their shorts.
I thought you were with C.D. Romano.
Well, I'll tell you, Colonel, you can only eat so much honey.
Should we shoot him right here, Colonel?
What are you saying? Of course not. Lucky Luke was sent here by Washington to settle our conflict with the Apaches. How could you even think of doing such a thing? Right, Mr. Luke?
Yep.
Sergeants, take over the convoy. Once you're in Fort Canyon, arrest yourselves for stupidity.
Yes, Colonel. Consider it done. Do you understand what's going on?
No, do you, Sarge?
I know there's no hope, Luke. If my son had been raised by the Indians, you'd have seen him. He'd be the only white man.
Just give me another 24 hours and I'll find out, I promise you.
All right, 24 hours. And not a minute more. After that, we make another punitive expedition.
You got a one-track mind, Colonel, don't you? But this time, I'm gonna stop you cold.
You think Luke is escaping again?
I don't want to know.
Rocks all tied up. Men ready to make new ambush.
Rope, good idea. We all less tired.
Yeah, sure. But I'd better check them. Why don't you just stand lookout?
At my command, company! Forward!
We're getting through this time. Rocky 2's come up short.
Lucky Luke, you shorten ropes.
Yep, you bet I did. So things don't get worse between you and the Colonel.
It's honey time again.
Do what you want with him, then meet us for the attack on Fort Canyon, medicine man.
This time, I'll use twice as much honey.
Jolly, my friend, I think we're goners this time.
But what a way to go.
What's wrong? Don't you trust the ants, Coyotito?
Coyotito does not want to waste perfectly delicious honey, especially on brave Paleface.
Thanks, brother. I won't forget you.
Lucky Luke!
And spoil too much. Cut honey with frog juice next time.
Three seconds to guess who's back. 1, 2, 3.
Forget it. I don't want to know.
Colonel, it's time to have a powwow with C.D. Romano.
Have you brought back my son?
No, but it's really important not to aggravate the
It's
situation.
important for C.D. Romano to pay for what his father did to my son. Open the gate!
I can't let this happen. Open up!
Huh? Maybe I ought to just leave it open.
Colonel O'Nolan, I presume.
Hold it!
Big Chief has much better idea.
Sorry I got you involved in all of this, Lucky Luke.
Why, no. You'll see. Just a long, long, and horrible torture. Nothing to it. Careful, masked man. Don't forget what happened to you the last time you played with fire.
Hey, that medal. Where did you get it?
Me always have this medal.
Liar. That's the St. Patrick's medal my wife gave Arnie, my son, for his 4th birthday, just before that varmint Chief Porkchop kidnapped him.
The same medal? Are you sure?
Daddy?
It's me. My own son.
Oh, I missed you.
Oh, Arnie, my little baby.
From a horse opera to a soap opera.
You knew, Chief, didn't you?
My father asked me to take care of him. I raised him as if he were Chief's child. I gave him masks so that nobody would know he was Paleface.
City Romano will always be my brother.
Oh, Arnie, you always had a kind heart, even as a young whippersnapper.
By the way, what became of Porkchop?
His name now, Frank Meathead. He lives in New York.
New York?
New York. He owns all of the hot dog stands in Bronx.
War not same as used to be. Never know when going to bury hatchet.
Call you Tito? I got a present for you. See you around, little brother.
Tumbleweed honey, very good.
There are guys who just fit